Please note that this podcast contains offensive language, adult themes, and Picard comic TV series spoilers. Listener discretion is advised.
So specific.
Right? If you're looking for a rant about Air Canada.
For me to have a hot minute for any fucking nonsense today?
A live on the air Coke Pepsi taste test.
Oh my God, we should do that. Or whether or not a faux sheepskin rug can come back from being maimed by red wine.
Oh, then this is not the podcast for you. No, it's not. No.
Hard no.
Anyway, I'm Sarah. That's Haley, and we're here to cheer ourselves up. Cue the music.
Cheers. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bow, bow. I don't know how you do that.
I don't either. I listened back and I'm like, wow.
Those are
a ghost face was in me.
I'm going to interrupt because before we move on, we have to give a huge shout out to our amazing sponsors, Fansets. This episode of Rewind is brought to you by Fansets. It is the place to get yo awesome pin collectibles. They have close to 200 officially licensed Star Trek pins to pick from, with new ones coming out every month. See the pins and collectibles they have to offer at fansets.com. Fansets, Sarah, we are Star Trek! Why am I always the alto? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
That was awesome. Yeah, Fansets. Thank you. Thank you, Fansets. Thank you. For those of you who don't know and haven't been on their website lately, for March, they've released a few new things, including a Travis Mayweather from Enterprise, a Niffler from the Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts,
God.
And some Discovery pins that are specific to actual, specific episodes. So that's pretty cool.
Right on. Right arm.
Yeah, sounds like you just poured yourself a cuppa.
Yep. What are you drinking?
Oh, it's an embarrassment to beer. It's called a Molson Ultra light beer. 70 calories.
Sarah,
I'm
okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. We're doing a thing.
We're doing a thing.
Today I didn't eat until dinner, so I have calories to spare.
There you go.
So this wine is going to hit me hard.
Yeah. Okay, then this is a segue into an update about you. What's going on?
Yeah. So I'm dead, literally dead. So I work in public health. So I've been on the COVID-19 file for 47 days now, and I am fading. All I have to suggest is that people wash their hands for 20 seconds whenever they can. And if you have trouble counting to 20, like some people, who were in remedial math in school, the intro of TNG is long enough. You know where Picard is speaking?
Perfect.
Just think about that. Wash your hands. Have a good hand rub with some soap and water, and do us a little favor and stop transmitting. God love ya. Make my job a lot easier. Fuck.
A little rub and tug. There you go.
Just
you rub your hands and then you tug on the towel and you're good to go.
Just like my 14th birthday. I also fucking smashed a bottle of wine on my kitchen island, as you saw and posted kindly on Instagram.
Yep, for everyone to see.
Spilled on my faux sheepskin rug. Looked like a GD crime scene. Thought wine spills were easy to clean, but the sticky shoes and glass on my heel determines that is a lie.
Now, let me ask you a quick question to interrupt.
Do it.
Did the scene of the wine on the sheepskin make you instinctively want to start pulling apart a rotisserie chicken?
I got to tell you, my rotisserie chickens, no, good point, though. You know what? One, it's been a long time since I've done that. Two, Forensic Files, part 2 is now on cable, and I don't have that channel. I have 9,000 other channels. Mm-hmm. But I don't get CNN or HLN, I think is the network. Yeah.
Life or whatever. Life and Travel.
Yeah. And so I'm like, what? I
have that channel.
Sarah, what?
Can I somehow send it to you? I could record the episodes on my phone and send it to you in Dropbox.
I don't think that that's allowed. I'll just pay for it because I'd love to get CNN anyway. Like I just like being up on on WhatsApp. But that's me. I'm good. I apologize if I'm not super on my game for this episode, only because I have been so busy. But this makes me so happy to do and talk about Trek and talk to you about Trek and make suggestive notes about Riker and Q and all them. So you go.
You're taking your Brent break.
No, don't. It's a Brent break. We talk about freaks and Dorn's divas.
Yeah. What about me? I went to Detroit and survived. It was great. Loved it. Would totally go back. Got to go to a Motown museum and got to go to the Ford Museum and drank some peanut butter whiskey. What?
Ew.
It was so good. It's called Screwball, and I wish I could get it in Canada, but I can't.
I'm allergic.
Then I will not buy you a bottle.
I'm not actually allergic to peanuts, but that sounds terrible.
It was really good. So shut your pie hole.
I agree to disagree.
Okay. Then I got sick because, traveling does that. So that was fun. I'm drinking my ultralight beer because we're doing a little bit of a fun weight loss challenge. Not so much, but just a way to kind of like with another friend of ours, kind of like hold ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
We keep talking about how we want to get ready for the spring, and then we don't do anything about it. So
yeah,
here we go.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
So good for you. I'm sorry that I put down your terrible beer, but just don't have a fucking
good
beer. Just have a fucking vodka soda. It's 20 more calories.
I'm having my light beer because I had pizza for dinner. Tonight was my treat dinner. So
I'm having chips later. I think I
do it.
Mention that. I'm going to count them because
I got my steps today, man. I got 16,000, so I'm good.
I ran around the office today. Literally running in a government office. It doesn't look cool. It's not. No. Anywho's.
That's about it. The local convention is coming up pretty soon where we're going to have Garrett Wong and Gates McFadden in attendance. I'm excited for that. And I'm a giant fucking liar. And I went and bought myself a fucking root touch-up kit, and I dyed my roots because I was so sick and tired of looking at the gray.
Oh my God.
I said I was going to let it happen, but I can't do it. So
that's so, you know what? That's totally fine.
I think so.
I just saw as an aside, I'm just looking at the Comic Con that Trisha Helfer, yes, there she is. She's coming.
Yep, she sure is.
We got Garrett Wong, and then Hacksaw Jim Dugan
from the WWE. Yeah,
got it. Very cool.
Yeah, an actor guy that I recognize from the movie Twister. If you're a fan, People Under the Stairs, maybe.
Very good. Very good.
A classic. Who else is going to be in attendance?
Gates, we've talked about.
Yeah, there's somebody else though. I feel like
Sean Gunn.
Oh yeah, from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
His brother, I think, is the guy who either wrote it or directed it.
Oh, very
Tim
cool.
Gunn. Or, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm going. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah,
is that it?
Yeah,
that's it.
I think so.
Cool. All right. Moving right along. I have an update for you on the comic book.
Oh,
remember
yes.
that I gave you a little synopsis on issue number 1 of the Picard comic? I have a little synopsis for issue number 2.
Please.
Would you like to hear it?
What did I just fucking say? I said please.
Please. Okay. Okay.
Go. Oh my God.
So you remember what was happening?
Sure. There was like an explosion. There was dogs everywhere.
There was dogs everywhere. Puppy Patrol. Paw Patrol. No, he went to that planet and they're all like, save us Romulans. And it's like, but you have 1 million of these species that you've turned into slave laborers on your vineyard. And they're like, we're holding you hostage, right?
Right.
So now Picard is having dinner with that Romulan admiral that's holding him hostage, and he is arguing about the situation, wasting time, and it's being racist and all this kind of stuff. And then an explosion rocks the palace. Now they're under attack. It's the local alien race, and Picard is rescued by them. He rushes to get Raffi, and they run past the now burning vineyard and follow the aliens. Picard can't speak their language and apologizes, but then Zban appears and translates that they are permitted to see a sacred place those outside the species have not seen. There's like upside down waterfalls. What the what? The laws of nature don't apply, it seems. So Zban and Laris explain that they were two of the earliest colonists to arrive and that they are Tal Shiar. The Admiral hails the USS Verity and says Picard is dead and they need to be rescued, lying to the lieutenant in charge for safety. Picard and Raffi question Zban and Laris about being Tal Shiar. Why would they admit to that? Why would they tell them? So they could get their trust. They tell the story of how they were stationed there, no one knowing who they really were. They fell in love, which would lead to excommunication if it was discovered. Their job was just to observe, and they could no longer support the idea of leaving behind those millions of people to die and take advantage of them. So that's a little story about Zban and Laris. And then meanwhile, the Admiral boarded the USS Verity and took it over to be continued.
Oh, snap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so
Snape.
That so primitive alien race is actually pretty rad and pretty awesome. And they rescued Picard, and they're hanging out with Zban and Laris, and the bitch in charge is just being a bitch.
Top bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
I have a question about Picard, the series. And maybe we've talked about this before, and I've just not recalled. But Raffi, the character, who the fuck? Who is she?
That's the African American actress with the bitchin' pigtails.
No. I know who she is, but like she's never been referenced before this series, right? Maybe in a short track. I don't fucking know. Okay, no, so she's new. She was like one of Picard's people. Okay, I got it. I was missing something.
She was his number one when all this stuff started taking place, and he was trying to save the Romulans because she was the number one Romulan advisor in Starfleet. So she was kind of like his number one.
That helps. Thank you. And also, I just want to say, Hugh, the XB, so to speak, a little someone special to me, suggested that his name was Hugh because he wants to be more human.
That's a good play on words.
I thought,
I like that.
Are you what?
Say what?
Say what? Anyway, I loved that.
Did you see the most recent episode?
Yes.
Nepenthe?
Literally, like, yes, I was just smiling like an asshole the entire time, except for when Picard was being a dick. But just like Riker and his like little like references to red, like stand down, red alert! It was a burned tomato slice for my pizza. Like this is my life now.
Dad jokes,
total dad jokes, which is like perfect. And
I loved it.
And Troy just like putting Picard in his place, but also being like this grieving mother. And I'm just like, man, and like their kid is so cool. And
I know.
I just love
Give her a show.
Thing. Oh, would watch it one hundo.
Yeah,
big
so
time.
Good, so good. Yeah, that's it. I don't think I have anything else for you about Star Trek gossip that I know of. A lot of people didn't like Nepenthe. Really? They're really mad about the fact that they killed a rabbit for food when they can replicate it. And I'm just like, maybe it's an invasive species. Like, fuck off.
We definitely get those here. And you know what? It's the circle of life. And it moves us
survival
all
of the fittest.
Through despair, through faith and love, despair and hope.
There you go. It was good.
I liked it.
Okay, I loved it. Did you do the slumber party games? Did we do games?
We did one.
It was the Voyager.
Yeah, it was a quiz on which character we are. Who'd you get?
Who do you think I got?
Janeway?
No.
Okay, Neelix. Awesome. Sorry, that's like so offensive. Oh, I bet you got Neelix.
Oh, yeah, I'm a great cook and I'm a really loyal person. Oh.
And I like Cass. Nope.
How horrible.
Hard no.
Hard no. I got B'Elanna Torres.
Oh, right on.
Voyager's former Marquis.
Marquis Lights.
Me, the chief engineer. As a Klingon human hybrid, you have one heck of a temper, a massive intellect, and you can't stand to go down without a fight. However, you also have a soft side you try hard not to show and will always remain loyal to your captain, your crew, and your loved ones.
Oh, that's so great.
I think that's kind of me. Not everyone gets to see the softer side of me, the
Yeah.
Kleenex.
Don't go down without a fight, just like my 14th birthday. All right.
Moving right along. If I had a collar right now, I'd be pulling on it.
Pinch collar. So do you have any idea about who I got?
Tuvok.
Who's that? I'm just kidding. Oh my God, could you imagine? No, yeah, my ears are the same. And my teeth and anyway. No, I got Janeway.
What?
You're the one.
That's why I love you.
The only Captain Catherine Janeway, Voyager's fierce and determined commanding officer. You're warm and social. No. Impulsive. No. I am methodical to a fault. And unpredictable. Literally share my meal plan with multiple people each week. You have a great zeal. This is so long. You have a great zeal for life and are intensely aware of the world around you. You respond well to appeals to common sense and poorly to being judged. Yeah. Don't fucking judge me. Attempts to trap you will make you ready to flee or fight like most people I would expect. You close down when people fail to provide you with input and you're frustrated with silences. You're most comfortable taking action, particularly in order to help or enjoy the company of others. You always put your crew first and will stop at nothing to get them back home, even if it means your life. I hope no one from work is listening to this. You're truly one of a kind, and what an awesome kind that is. Truth.
You don't even like coffee. Why are you Janeway?
Okay, you know what? So I stopped drinking coffee because my doctor was like, oh, you've got like some serious tachycardia going on. And I had like a triple Americano with me at the time. And I was like, oh, like, are you saying I shouldn't have this triple Americano? And she's like, yeah. And I said, oh. So I went on the decaf train for like 10 years. And now I've gone back. And guess what? I have like one coffee, sometimes two a day. And
you know what?
I drink them black. It's like a health drink.
Totally.
It offsets my wine intake.
I want to do an impromptu other game.
Okay, I'm ready. Well,
I want to play MASH with you.
Okay. Do I need a piece of paper?
I got the pen and paper. We're gonna do you. We'll do me next time.
Just like my
We're gonna 68 this.
All right.
And you owe me one. I got the letters MASH ready. Now, for those of you who don't know, Haley's dad, MASH stands for Mansion, Apartment, Shack, House. I'm not going to get clever and be like, hollow suite, shuttle. No, we're just doing traditional. I'm not going to this isn't fancy pants hour here, so fucking deal with it. I want four.
You don't care.
I want 4 characters of your gender choice. This is your game, but one has to be kind of a bad one.
Yeah.
So
okay, fair.
So go.
Okay, so immediately, sorry, but the first bad one is Neelix. I don't want that.
No.
Okay, and then writing that down, Neelix.
Yeah, 3 good ones.
And then Riker, Q, and ooh, can I pick from the movies?
You can, but I'm already surprised.
I want Tom Hardy.
Oh, you want fucking Shinzon?
Shinzon, thank you.
Instead of Chakotay? Okay.
Oh shit! Well, I fucked up. That's my own. Yep. That's my own problem. Fuck.
You're on that. Okay. What kind of topics do you want to do? Do you want to do jobs?
Okay, we can do jobs. Okay.
Give me 3 good ones and 1 bad one.
Okay, milk.
Jobs that are kind of like Star Trek related.
Oh, okay, so not milkman.
Not like, yeah, I'm not like an esthetician on the fucking,
Okay, like, is this going to be boring? Like engineer?
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's do something that would be a job in the 24th century or whatever. Like if it's on a ship or if it's not on a ship. You could be a lawyer or a photographer. I don't know. Whatever you want. It's your game.
Oh man, you're really putting me on the spot here. Okay, a sommelier.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, honey, it's somebody who knows.
Somebody who's from Somalia.
No. It's wine tasting. Like it's a wine.
Oh, cool.
So that'd be cool for me. And that person would be like just appalled by the wine choices I make. I want
another blend.
Okay, I want a scientist who is involved in the development of vaccines. If we still have vaccines.
Yep.
And apologies if that's controversial. What else? A bad one. I want to do garbage collector. Sorry, but like being a garbage man would suck, except for all like the cool treasures you would find. And I honestly wanted to be a garbage collector just like last year. I was like, I want to do that.
Waste compact collector or something.
Yeah, and then the other one I'm gonna do, can it be like a manufacturer of synthetics, like androids? So either someone
robotics,
robotics, like someone either like on the line or in the design house. Like I'm just generally okay.
I bet you're gonna be like manufacturer. I'm like replicator.
Yeah, it's already exists.
What are you making that you can't just ask for?
I know.
Okay, so we got house person job. Is there anything else that we want to add? Do we want to say kids, or do we want to do dream where do you live? Do you live like on a spaceship or on a planet?
Yeah, where do we live? Okay, so Ryza is one. Oh, Beta Z.
Ooh.
Let's make it weird. Sure. Earth, that's the shitty one. I'm just kidding, but do Earth. And then Borg Cube.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the swirl?
I'm gonna do dots or something. Okay. So you just say when to stop.
Now.
Oh my God, it's a lot of dots.
17 dots.
13 dots.
So now,
all right.
Now what Sarah's going through is she's applying each dot to like all of the shit that I just said. She's knocking off shit. Every 13th dot, we're knocking off someone. So like, not going to live on Earth, not going to be with a milkman or garbage man or whatever the hell I said. Definitely going to be with Neelix. I don't give a shit. And then, she does that until there's only 4 things left. Who I'm going to be with, where we live, what that guy does, and I forgot the other thing because I've had a day.
Okay. All right, we're getting there.
Oh my God. I'm sorry it was 13. Like you were dotting really fast. Like rapid dots.
Oh,
I'm excited. This sounds good or terrible.
This sounds like something we've watched almost.
All right.
You're a sommelier on Earth who lives in a mansion with Riker. I mean, you're practically Picard.
Okay, what the fuck? That is fucking awesome.
That it's gonna happen in real life,
dude.
You're gonna
let Jonathan Frakes know. But he's so good with his wife. I want to keep them together. They're cute.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and
you can go find Thomas Riker.
Yeah, I wonder how he's. Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, moving right along. We watched an episode.
Sure did. What was the episode called, Sarah?
The Big Goodbye. The Big Goodbye. And I actually put this out on Twitter, and the votes came in, and people were like, "This is a see it." So suck it, Bill and Dan.
Yeah,
you were wrong.
You know what? I got to say that right up front. Fucking agree with you. As soon as I heard that this is the episode that we were going to be reviewing, I thought, who the fuck would say skip it?
I know, right? I know. So why don't you grace us? Do you have a little bit of a synopsis you want to share?
I've got a slight synopsis. So I put this together. Yeah, I put this together. And I hope you like it.
Awesome. Let's do that. Then we'll follow up with some maybe thoughts on the episode, and then we can maybe share people with some facts and notes that we have on it.
I like it.
Some fun stuff. Let's do that.
So good. Okay. Are you ready?
I've got my drink.
Okay.
And I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So The Big Goodbye. This episode is season 1. Episode 11. So we're still on fucking season 1. Sounds like Picard is just trying to understand how to speak German. Like there's this, I don't know. These are just my notes, so fucking figure it out. So the Enterprise, like literally reading verbatim. So the Enterprise is looking to engage with the whatever. I don't know their name. It starts with a J, but it's like a soft yay. Well,
you spell knife with an N.
Right? Enter Dixon Hill. The there is a program installed and waiting for Picard on the holodeck. And so he enters the holodeck to 1941 San Francisco, Earth. He explains that the holodeck is this sort of like virtual reality kind of thing, and doesn't talk at all about how it could be used for sexual escapades, but he should. He takes on the role of Dixon Hill, who's a PI who is surrounded by gorgeous women who don't compromise his integrity at all.
Oh.
Yeah. His client says someone is trying to kill her. Then the theme song starts, and I'm like, wash your hands, because like the 20 seconds, do it. Cut back to the ship. Picard is 100 into the holodeck. The client tasks Picard, Dixon Hill, to find out who wants to kill her. He asks for $20 a day, which is less than what I spend per day on Amazon shit I don't need. She's got those fab nylons with the line up the back of the leg, which I love, and I
Cuban
own.
heel.
I know, and I own them, but I don't trust them. I can't wear them without like expecting that the line will go totally AWOL, and it usually does. It's like, oh, is your leg okay? Is it a fucking Picasso painting?
Do you want to know a fun little historic fact about those Cuban-heeled stockings?
Yeah, I do.
During the Great Depression, when people didn't have money, girls would use charcoal and draw the line on their legs.
Oh, so sweet.
Isn't that fun?
I met a girl once who had the tattoo, and I was like, no, it's a pass when you're wearing shorts or a bathing suit, but good for you. That's forever.
Yeah, the bathing suit.
I know, I'm like, way to think it through. Meanwhile, fucking, I don't have to tell you about my tattoo. All right. Picard leaves the simulation and turns the holodeck off, but the simulation continues, which is weird. Then Picard holds a leadership meeting where he gushes about seeing cars, which are used for, quote, teenage mating rituals, which Wesley, who I have to say shouldn't be at this fucking table of leaders, but whatever.
Thank you.
He gets all smiley and validates my odd crush on him. Riker beard alert. The 5 o'clock shadow is becoming more obvious. People at the table are saying Picard can't fuck it up with the Yara Den, the people, and that their complex language makes it more risky that he will fuck up. Data starts questioning the character of Dixon Hill and becomes a little more Sherlock Holmesy, which I think Sarah and I have made pretty clear is unwanted.
Unacceptable.
He basically Googles it through the computer and requests all of the text ever written, which he scans with creepy precision.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Picard has donned himself in his costume as Dixon Hill, and friggin' Data shows up in his fucking outfit, so they all pop their collars and get into the program. I'm like, mother... Anyway, Picard picks up a paper, and he and the newspaper guy get into talking about sports, particularly baseball, wherein Joe DiMaggio and the Clippers streak until the Cleveland Indians have a winning streak, and the paper says that they'll streak until 2026, but obviously they aren't including the 33-year slump between 1960 and 1993. But as we all know, the team has been doing quite well since building off of the Shapiro wedge years and have been killing it since 2017. So watch the space for an update in 6 years about the Cleveland Indians.
Mm-hmm.
When Picard looks at the newspaper, he sees his client from the previous encounter has been murdered. The one that was like, I'll pay you $20 a day. And I was like, no, I buy more shit on Amazon.
Yep.
And some goon detective tells them to keep their noses clean, and Data wipes his as if he has mucus, unlike Soji and Daj. Thanks. Picard is then arrested for the murder of his client. Oh, snap, go those handcuffs. I hate myself. Meanwhile, a fucking weird scanning beam rocks the Enterprise and makes the doors open and close a whole bunch. The Yarden, or whatever, contact them and say it's time to communicate in their complicated language, and they won't talk to anybody else but the captain. Crusher is all fancied up in her fucking outfit, and she goes to enter the holodeck program, but has issues initially entering because the ship's doors are all like fucking PMSing, am I right? And fucking Data is adopting his character to a fault and is just super annoying. Picard is being interrogated interrogated.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, and then I had a real problem with that last time.
It was so cute.
Picard is being interrogated by the brash detective, and Picard's like, I've read this book, and I know how this works, so get ready. You're done. Meanwhile, Geordi can't locate Picardy. Picardy? I just say that? It doesn't matter. The doors are shut.
I could go for a Bacardi right now.
Do you remember Bacardi 151? It's a rum that has like a special sort of like a twist top because it's so flammable that it could be like a bomb. I don't know. All right. Geordi can't locate Picard. Doors are shut. Communication with him is cut off. Loud trumpet segue to the commercial break. Meanwhile, Wesley, in his multicolored glory, offers his assistance and is waved off by Riker before Troy's like, well, his mother is missing, so like include him or whatever. And so Riker does, and they take off. And the Picard interrogation continues, and then Picard is like, yo, I need to get out of here. And then Beverly checks her makeup in tandem with some other chick to fit in, while the bellboy or whatever gives her a piece of juicy fruit and she swallows it. And it's like, fucking newsflash, we don't use disposable fucking foil in the future. But whatever. Wesley is told to fix something, which is probably the crux of the episode, but I'm fucking done, so I don't care, and I missed it. Back on the holodeck, Picard coughs his way through a cigarette, and he has to attend to.
Just like at your 14th birthday.
Am I right? Guy says blonde or brunette, and there's some sexist banter that happens. And then when he comes out of the room, Crusher is obviously asking to fuck in his office, and Data and some other dude invite themselves. And I'm like,
Waylon.
Yeah. Then some other guy named Leech has a gun, and I'm also getting tired, so I'm going to summarize this in 3 bullets. People in the holodeck get injured, even though they are not supposed to be actually physically injured. The computer won't identify the exits, and it turns out the probe from the planet is causing weird door shutting stuff and comms issues. Somehow Wesley saves the day. One last bullet that Picard engages with the foreign people, and it's all good in the hood. So
I bet that said on that original script that they got all good in the hood, and they're like, "Oh, okay.
It's the big.
Can't wait to film this.
The big good in the hood." I can't imagine why anyone would want to skip this episode unless they're looking for like an exclusive space travel shit only. Like, this episode introduces the holodeck, which is a huge piece in Star Trek. So fucking check yourself before you miss this one.
All right, thank you for that synopsis.
Thanks. You're welcome. That was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I took a lot for you to do that. You've been busy. You didn't think you were going to get a chance to do it, and you did it.
I wasn't even sure I'd have a chance to fucking watch this episode. So
yeah,
but I'm glad I did.
Do you want to hear what I thought about this episode?
Yes, of course.
My favorite line was, "I lost a bet," when he was wearing his Starfleet uniform, and they're like thought he was a bellhop. Yeah. That was cute. The lipstick smear that was on his lips was so bad. It was like the worst done. Like. It just bugged me. I was like, that's not how it would look. Well, it's so dark. Like, I don't know.
It was like they applied it post-kiss.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how... Anyway.
Yeah. Worf. Automobiles? I'm sorry, wasn't he raised by humans? On Earth?
Yes!
I think he would know. Automobiles? And then they're like... trying to describe what a street corner is. I'm pretty sure they still have those in the future. I've seen where Cisco goes to the restaurant in New Orleans. Like, I'm just so stupid.
I know.
I was also like, I hadn't seen this episode in so long, and I caught so many other things, and I was so sad for Dr. Crusher when she was like so excited, and then she realizes that it's not a date because he asked Data or Waylon to come along.
I know.
Waylon was I liked Waylon.
Yeah.
I liked him. You said it, and I'm gonna add to it. Why the fuck was Wesley at the goddamn senior meeting?
There's no reason.
Like, the only reason he should be in there is to provide them with a drink. Like, get the kid out of there.
Right?
It's stupid.
Exactly.
That's the mistake that they made with Wesley that made people hate him.
Yeah, it's true. And
that is too much.
Yeah.
It's too much Doogie Howser.
I totally agree.
And that was around the time of Doogie Howser, so that's probably why they did it. They thought, this will be great.
But like, and no offense, Wesley, Doogie Howser was like a fucking child prodigy, and Wesley was just some fucking kid. Like, he wasn't necessarily
Doogie Howser was based on a true story. So
really, no, it was. Oh fuck, I don't know. Fuck. Good one.
Okay, I didn't put the time stamp on it, but a Riker being a dick alert. Did you try the intercom? Yes. Riker to holodeck. Like, fuck, man, don't be that guy.
Yeah,
he goes storming up to fucking Geordi LaForge. Did you try the intercom? Yeah, duh. And then he just does it anyways. It's like, I hate that. I hate that. He's such a dick.
Right in front of his face.
That's the kind of thing where it's like, if I was Geordi, I'd be like, oh, can today, Mondays, right? Like, fuck. I loved that this is a really good episode to showcase the chemistry that Gates and Patrick Stewart had.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it when she swallowed the gum. I just thought it was such a funny, cute way for her to showcase the fact that she has no idea what the gum is. And I liked that cop guy or whatever, like, hitting on her. It was kind of cute. My only problem, though, with Dr. Crusher is that when Wayland got shot, she didn't even apply pressure to the wound. You're a fucking doctor. Figure it out.
Like she forgot.
She's just like, I'll put a napkin on it and walk away. Like,
yeah, something's off. Yeah. He's not well.
Yeah, like, and even though oh, sorry.
No. I was just gonna say the same thing. Like, all her medical training went out the window.
Yeah, as soon as she put on those stockings, she forgot. Mm-hmm. I agree with you that it's to see it in the sense that it's like a big holodeck episode, and it's super fun. But I think I liked it more as a kid because I kind of found it a little bit boring this time around.
Fair enough.
I'll be totally honest.
And I only have like 3 little points on this episode for me. So I loved the scene where the holodeck door opens, and it's the streets of Philadelphia. I mean, San Francisco. I fucking hated Data's stupid accent. I loved Wesley. That's literally all I wrote. But I'm with you. I felt like I also liked this better when I was younger. Only because things that we're picking up on, like Crusher not applying pressure to a bullet wound. And basic shit like Wesley being at a leadership table. He is a 15-year-old boy. Yeah, so, but I still really liked it. And honestly, like, Dixon Hill is like an ongoing thing in TNG, yeah? Yeah. So, like, it's important that it was introduced and yada, yada, they go back to it.
Yeah. On that note, actually, I'll just remind the listeners what Dan had said. He said, skip it. My least favorite episode of any holodeck episode. I don't like Picard as Dixon Hill, so I was sorry it was repeated in First Contact. You would think holodeck technology would not be as fragile as it's regarding fail-safes. So yeah, I remember when he was dancing with Lily.
Yeah, I remember
First Contact movie. Yeah, that was Dixon Hill. And Bill said, skip it. It's the first of the holodeck gone wrong episodes, but it's largely meaningless.
Okay, so like I'm like offended.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you?
Right?
How dare you?
Who do you think you are, good sirs?
Yeah.
Not good sirs.
You questionable sirs.
You men. Menning it up as men. Facts and notes. Why don't you read, I know I have like a good list of like 9 or 10 fast facts. Why don't you give us your 5 or 6 that you got?
Yeah, okay. So for this episode, the scene in the 1941 holographic San Fran were filmed on Paramount Pictures' New York Street backlot. Imagine that. They didn't even fucking bother going to San Fran. The title of the episode would seem to be a composite of the Raymond Chandler books, The Big Sleep and The Long Goodbye, featuring the iconic Philip Marlowe, who we all know who the fuck is that.
I was Philip Marlowe for 3 Halloweens. When I was 8, when I was 12, and when I was 21. Love me a Philip Marlowe costume.
Oh, yeah, you do. Number 3, the only episode of any Star Trek series to win a friggin' Peabody Award. And you know what that means? And there is a note here for me to Google that. And I did not, so
it's a writing award, isn't it?
Wait, hey, Google, what's a Peabody Award?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The George Foster Peabody Awards program, named for the American businessman and philanthropist George Peabody, honor the most powerful, enlightening, and invigorating stories in television, radio, and online media.
Did you pick that up?
I did.
Oh, well, there you go.
Thanks, Google.
You're
welcome.
I know, she's probably still listening. Number 4, Wheaton. So that after the previous 12 episodes in the series at the time, that he and the cast and crew preferred that this episode they were happy that this episode allowed them to play a period piece. And I was like, okay, cool. But fucking isn't Star Trek about star travel? And isn't star travel a period piece that just hasn't happened? Anyway, finally, the basic premise of the episode was conceived by Gene R. Roddenberry, who suggested doing a detective story on the holodeck. And it was Tracy Tomei, whoever he or she is, who added numerous film noir references in the script, since he or she was a fan of the genre.
Lovely.
There you go.
What a bunch of great insight.
Coming from a place of truth and well-researched facts. Yep. Sorry.
You know it.
Sorry about that.
Let me follow up with some more. This marks the only episode that briefly shows Tasha Yar being in command on the bridge. The unnamed baseball player who broke Joe DiMaggio's record for longest consecutive game hitting streak would later be revealed as Harmon Buck Bokai of the London Kings in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, If Wishes Were Horses.
What the hell?
No. When Dr. Crusher is at the police station, a molded plastic bottle sits atop the water cooler. Water bottles in 1941 were all glass, people. Figure it out.
Get it right.
Data used the word he's and I'd in the holodeck in spite of the oft-repeated claim that he cannot use contractions.
Motherfucker. Fucking season 1.
Also, when he tipped his hat in the final scene, the palm of his hand had no makeup on it. Classic.
Why? Why would they
Figure it out.
Yeah.
How do you not? Yeah. Action. Oh, I just got out of the shower. I just washed my hands for 20 seconds.
Well, 'tis the time. But sorry.
Idiot.
That is so funny.
I know. Yeah, I love it. So that's that. I think we both kind of say see it.
Hell
it's kind of like a see it, I think.
Watch it.
It's fun. Yeah, exactly. Like just take off your top and watch it already. That's great. The thing that was surprising to me was that this is the most I've enjoyed Data, because I found that this is an appropriate way for Data to do that cheesy type of stuff that he does, and because it fits in that he's trying to act so he can overact. So I actually found him really funny in this and kind of cute in the outfit.
Fair enough. Yeah, I liked it when he was taking the floor lamp over to another area in the room and it had unplugged and he wasn't sure about electricity. He was like, the fuck? And he looks back and he's like, but it doesn't work. And then Picard like just plugs it in and then Dave's like, perfect.
Doodle-doo. Oh, you androids. You silly androids. We better destroy all of you. You're a danger.
Yeah. We're going to put you in a zoo. That's what they said, the robot.
We're going to put you in your place.
Just like my...
Yeah.
And so, moving on.
Yeah, so that was that. That was Big Goodbye, everybody. Everybody.
Everyone.
The next episode we do is going to be Angel 1. Remember this one when the women rule the planet?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. This one's all about the girl power. Mullets and all.
I hope we like it.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm going to like it. I think I liked it when I was a kid. I know that much.
All right on.
So, it's kind of 50-50 with how I feel about some of these episodes looking back at them. So,
totes.
Yeah, so for our memories.
Not a sound on the concrete. We can't use anyway.
Nope. We're doing our top 10 countdown of favorite episodes of all time. You said you didn't.
No.
You just had a little bit. So why don't you just tell us what it is and tell us what you think you remember about it?
Yeah, I shit the bed on this one. Sorry.
That's fine.
And maybe you can help me. So, and I'm not sure that this is like are we on 9 or 8? No, we're on 8 now.
This is 8. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure that this is my 8th or like 1st, but
oh boy.
This is the one where they're all in Robin Hood land.
Oh, yeah. And is that Deja Q?
I feel
or
like it
is
might
it
be
Tide Q or Q Who?
It might be Deja Q. But like, I just like one of my favorite lines is Worf, who's like, "I must protest, sir. I'm not a married man." And he's got his like cute little bob going on and like his little hat. Yeah, I don't remember anything else other than just I love those sort of pretend imaginary episodes where they're just playing parts, even though I just like legit said, like, don't fucking watch if you don't want to watch fucking space travel.
Right. If I recall, this was also Vash was in this episode.
Yes.
Or Vosh, or whatever her name was, that liked Captain Picard. So that's part of it too. And I remember Geordi was playing the mandolin. He was I can't remember. Friar Tuck is one of the characters. I can't remember if that was him or if that was Data. And Data was the monk.
So Data, if Data was the monk, then he would have been Friar Tuck. And so like, was Q the sheriff?
I think so.
Yeah, because he was like the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously like Picard was Robin Hood, and then Maid Marian was what's her face? Was
Vosh.
Yeah. Anyway, I really like, I would love to see that again. I just that's all I have for this. Yeah.
That's good.
Cool.
You had a favorite line in there? You knew what scene you liked?
Yeah, I tried.
You covered it. That's great.
Sorry.
No.
Canada.
I love it.
Sorry.
Canada. Sorry.
So sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
You know what? I didn't go over the top and do a rhyme this time, so I'll just say
I'm so disappointed.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
This number 8 for this one is season 5, episode 21, The Perfect Mate. With Famke Jensen guest starring. Do you remember this one?
Yeah.
So my favorite line was from Riker. Mr. Worf, escort our Ferengi guests to quarters, not too close to mine. So that was funny. My favorite scene, I wrote, this is my favorite scene. I have written down least favorite, but no, this is my favorite, is when she's in 10 forward and she's whooping it up with these weird alien guys that are drinking, and then Worf comes in and saves her, and as she's being escorted out, she turns and she growls at Worf, and he growls back because she knows how to, like, you know, that's her thing, is that she can read exactly what a man would find attractive.
Yeah, she can growl him up.
Right. Why is it one of my favorites? I thought it was sexy, kind of sad, and a little scary. Like, as a little girl, when I watched it, I thought I loved it because I thought she was so beautiful, and I wanted to grow up to be just like her, and I wanted to be liked like that. Like, you know, when you're like an awkward and hideous teen, you're like, I want to be beautiful and, you know, mysterious and wanted when you're older. But then watching it now, I found it like really sad and like kind of a depressing like episode, because of the story about what her life is that she's like, oh, I have to, you know, this is it. I don't really get to be me. I have to be sold basically to this guy. And I was like, oh, I guess now as an adult looking at it that way, it kind of sucks, but I still really liked the episode, and I had fun watching it. And yeah,
same. Like when I was younger, I was like, yes, I want to be like an Orion slave girl. I'm going to be so pretty and wear a bikini all the time. And it's like, oh shit, no. They're sold. No. They are trafficked.
Actually, no, they weren't.
Wait, what?
I read this just recently because, as the listeners know, I'm not familiar with TOS very much, but it was the men of the planet that were living that kind of life, and the women were dancers, like, because they wanted to be, but it was the men that were, it was the women ruled the planet or something.
But wasn't there like where they were in cages or something, or I might be.
I think we meet one in the first episode called The Cage.
No, you know what? I'm probably confusing it either with BSG or Firefly.
Or Enterprise, because they came up on Enterprise. No, this is one for the listeners.
Yeah, maybe
at us.
Enterprise. Help.
Get at me. Help me on Twitter. Help.
We don't know.
If you're listening to this right now and you know what's up with the Orion slave girls, just let me know.
Yeah.
Send me a link.
Are they trafficked?
I'll bring it up next week.
Or trafficked on their own accord?
Or do they drive in traffic? I don't know. Like, is there
a
reason we need the word traffic? Do they drive? Do they have automobiles?
Is it a right-hand drive? Is it a left-hand drive? Is it a neuro drive that they just use their minds?
Something.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so I have a surprise for you.
Okay. Oh dear. The laugh. Okay, I'm ready for my surprise, I think.
Okay, so I asked the Twitter universe, like I put a poll with like 4 options of like, what would you like us to broach on in the next episode?
Yeah.
And an overwhelming number of people voted for adult fan fiction talk.
Our specialty.
Because our listeners are a bunch of fucking perverts.
Yep. You guys
all
are
they want to know about is the P and the V or scissoring or whatever they do. So what I did was I Googled, literally Googled Star the scissors.
There's a lot of arts and crafts going on in here, given the amount of scissoring going on.
The paper cuts are the worst.
Oh, God.
Gross.
Nice laugh, me.
Ouch.
I hate myself. Okay, go. So adult fan fiction, disgusting
so
fans,
I just literally
got it.
Google. Yeah, we have a bunch of perverts
Just like
that listen
us.
to that just want to hear us talk about fucking.
I just need to Dad, if you're listening to this.
Earmuffs. Okay, so what I did was I literally Googled the words Star Trek adult fan fiction. And I know there's some websites out there like Adult Fan Fiction and Archive of Our Own. If anybody here is listening and they're actually written shit that's on this and I'm referencing something, please tell me. So I have for you the best titles of stories I can come across.
Okay.
And I'm going to share them with you. And I think we should pick maybe our favorite and guess what happens.
Oh my God.
Or
yeah. Do you want to, you're going to tell me the titles?
Best story titles that I came across.
And then we pick one.
We could do that. Or we could do whatever you want. I'm just going with it.
Do you want to actually fucking read these on our off time?
I think that we should pick a few to read and then we'll give a book report.
Yeah. It's like our own book club.
Yeah. And we'll give the name of the person who wrote it and we'll send a link out and whatever. If you want to read along, read along.
Awesome.
Okay. So do you want to write these down or should I just email them to you after? The titles.
You know what you need to do. Email me.
Okay. I don't know what order I should do this because some of them are so funny. Yammer you. Okay, we've got Data's Desire.
No.
I can't even say the next one.
Say it. Oh my God.
It's supposed to be someone's name. Anita Holodick. That is something I would come up with, a horrible dad joke play on a name.
Okay, definitely want to read that. Yeah. Okay.
Academy Initiation.
Ooh.
Trek Down. That could be a serious White House Down maybe. This one, clearly you wrote this one. 2 Klingon Sluts.
Point, not even thinly veiled innuendo.
No backstory.
Slots. They take them all. What the hell? Okay.
Oh, that's how you get into Stovacor. Taken takes his pleasure. Taken is Takin, a person's name. Taken takes his pleasure. So I'm guessing it's an original character.
Hard no. Pass. I'm not into new characters, but I appreciate.
Nope. Yeah. Q Conundrum. This one is a Q Star Trek / X-Men crossover.
Oh my God, I'm curious about that.
I know. First Contact, The Borg Cometh.
Yes.
Okay, there's 3 more.
Okay.
This one is simply titled Goo. Then there's Star Sex, the Triple X generation.
Oh my God.
That's so bad.
That's really bad.
And then there's the last one.
Stop. I'm not ready.
I'm gonna pee myself. It's facing. Oh God.
Okay, wait.
My eyes are crying.
I'm sorry. Tell me. What is it?
Phasing. Shit. I can't say it. Phasing. Okay. It's phasing into orgasm. I don't know what that means.
It's not as funny as I expected, but it's so funny.
I know. What does phasing into it mean? I don't understand. It's never happened to me. I
really want to fucking read that one.
I know. I Anita Holodick. I think I have my costume for the STLV.
Oh, Holodick or Holodeck?
Yeah. holodeck.
Oh, fuck. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's even better.
I need a holodeck. Like, so do I, but I don't need a holodeck. Okay. Depending on how long these all are, I want to listen.
You some more synopses if you want more detail on some of these.
Honestly, I want to read like a bunch of them. They sound so good.
What are your favorites?
The last phasing into orgasm or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to the Borg first contact into my pants. The Borg cometh. Oh God!
Tears streaming down my face.
I'm having trouble breathing. I'm sure that's not related to COVID. There was something at the very beginning that was interesting. Can you just
Data's Academy initiation?
Okay, no to Data, no to
Okay.
Academy. I'm interested in it, but I feel like that's going to be like a good one that I'm going to print off and bind myself.
I'm gonna take this to the next level. I'm gonna go through all these now and give you the quick little synopsis that I just found on the websites. If I can do it.
Yeah.
Data's desire. Data finds himself romantically involved with a young cadet.
Gross.
Anita holodeck. A new holodeck program is in effect for Picard and Crusher. Academy initiation. Wesley Crusher gets a crash course in the ways of Starfleet Academy. Yes, Queen. Goo. A gooey mess of an orgy with the crews of TNG and DS9. Wesley is in it. It's after Journey's End, so I'm sure he's legal. Mostly humor. Star Sex, the Triple X generation. Riker has the midnight watch. What happens when Q shows up?
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm down.
Yeah. Phasing into orgasm. On their anniversary, Will Riker decides to spice up his sex life with his wife.
Aw.
Yeah. Aw, that's just a nice story.
Yeah. Okay. These sound crappy now.
There's one called It Never Happened. So that's obviously a Naked Now, Tasha Data one.
Got it.
Trek Down. This one is Starfleet Officer Rowe crashes on a primitive planet with giant natives.
You know what? Like
that's why I chose Trek Down. I was like, that sounds good.
I don't love
2 Klingon
Rowe,
sluts.
But yeah.
A human male encounters the Duras sisters.
Oh, no. Boring.
The Q Conundrum. Q brings a human mutant onto the Enterprise. It references Riker, Q, Wolverine. Oh, so that's going to be a man party.
A man.
I like it.
I kind of want.
There's a lore one here that I saw.
Yes, lore.
Good lore.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want that.
It kind of takes away from the humor of it. Oh, the first contact, the Borg cometh.
Yeah.
This one it says it's my version of how Data's encounter goes with the Borg Queen.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like it could be good.
Fair enough.
The return of lore. Oh,
yes,
there's another one with lore.
He comes back.
What to wear to a Beta Z wedding.
What not?
So there's lots here. I just kind of gave
am I right?
right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Romulan one here, and then so there you go.
Okay, well, I'm happy to commit to reading and summarizing my thoughts on a handful of those. What do you think?
I'm going to read the one about Ro on a planet with giants.
Enjoy.
That's my kind of story.
I don't care.
No, and I'll read the Q X-Men one. I cried so hard laughing. I needed that. I think that was more a therapy thing than anything.
That was good.
Once I started laughing, I laughed hard.
We are going to see each other tomorrow in person.
Oh, man.
And so that's always a fucking classic laugh attack.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Selfies and cocktails.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's it for today.
That's all we got.
I like it. Thank you to the listeners. Thank you to the Patreon subscribers. We're going to be coming at you again on Patreon when we're going to watch the Picard finale together and record it and put it on Patreon. So if you're not a Patreon person and you want to be one and you want to know about it, go to the trekgeeks.com website to find out about that. And you can also find out about their other amazing podcasts like Politirex and Discovering Trek, and of course the flagship podcast, Trek Geeks. They have a page on Camp Kittimer, or a page on Facebook that is for Trek Geeks and also with Camp Kittimer. You can find us on Instagram and on Twitter. It's Trek Rewind. If you would like to get some of those new Fanset pins that just came out, like the Travis Mayweather and whatnot, you can use our discount code for 15. That's 15% off your total order. It's all caps, Rewind, REWIND. And Thanks, Bill and Dan. Thanks to 5 Year Mission for the music. It's way better than my and
it's like a poor man's Seinfeld
so,
fucking, I don't know.
So yeah, we're going to be doing what was that was episode 8 we just did, so episode 9 will be coming out. That'll be Angel 1, and then we're going to have our 10th spectacular with Bill and Dan, and we'll be discussing When the Bow Breaks. Oh, look out, folks. Thanks for listening. If you like us, tell your friends, tell your proctologist, tell your pharmacist as you get your Kleenex and your toilet paper in the riots because of the coronavirus. Take care of yourselves, be healthy, be safe. You don't need toilet paper.
You don't need
badly.
to panic buy toilet paper, everyone. It's
you should
okay.
really buy groceries in case you have to stay in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. I think we're done. We actually got through it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of us.
And are we going to say goodbye or?
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Coconut.